Yo, what's up, guys? This will be a quick video about my story and about my journey, how I achieved my physique in the past years, and what it takes to get where I am now. So basically, my journey started at 2018 when I was started high school. At that time, I was playing football, but I had a lot of injuries in that time, and in my mind, I have a thought. I had to switch something new, and my friends started going to the gym, and they made a lot of progress in just a few months. So I'm very interested about the self improvement and how I can build a physique naturally. So that's when I started going to the gym. It's 2019. I was very skinny at the beginning because also in the first picture I was around 66 kilos, and I was also very tall, around 185 centimeters. Currently I'm 193 centimeters, so I'm always the tall skinny guy. So also that was a hard part to build muscle because I'm very tall and very skinny. It's hard to match these things up. So basically that's when I started going to the gym, and in the beginning I I think I didn't make any progress because as you can see I'm I'm very skinny. So and I just try to find things how can works. So I tried every workout, every diet, but nothing worked because I didn't have the accountability, because I never had a coach who can navigate me to get from A to B point. So in the start that was the problem for me, because I didn't get any help. That's when I started searching online. I watched YouTube videos and watched some influencers and bodybuilders, how they train, what they eat. So basically that's when I started taking serious to the gym. I started tracking every calories. I downloaded apps to track my trainings. So in 2020, to look back at these pictures, I made a great progress, I think, in just 1 year. But back then, this time, I felt very skinny. I didn't have the confidence even to post my physique online. So so in my mind, it was always I can do more, and uh, I always felt like deep down I can reach even better progress than that. So that's why I didn't post, I think, my physique online. So that's the point when we go on 2021. This physique is, I think, look at these pictures. I think it's at that time also I thought it's nothing special, but you can see I have abs and visual abs, and I think it's a good foundation just from 2 years of training. But at that time, I'm also felt like I didn't make any progress. I felt also very skinny at that time, because I don't know. In my mind I think I'm crazy, because I was never truly satisfied with myself, even if I cut down and see my abs and I build bigger muscles, and I always felt like I can do even more. So that's when I've been going through constantly and uh, get better progress in the time, because yeah, I always felt like I can push more. So I was always in the point. I was just grinding non-stop and get better results. So after that, 2022, in February, I broke my ankle in the school when we were playing football, and the doctor said I can train for 6 weeks at least, but I still went to the gym, just didn't train legs, but I need like brace to even can train my upper body. So maybe in the first week I didn't go to the gym, but after 1 or 2 week I started going to the gym, and I just training upper body. But as you can see, I gained a lot of fat because I just worked out an hour, and from the rest of the day I just I was just home, so I didn't do anything else. But when I recovered from this injury, this is maybe April, and this is like June or July. So I went on a cut, and I get rid of the body fat that I gained in the past months. So also in my mind, I was that's the point what can keep me going through these hard times, even when I have injuries. In my mind, I always felt like nothing can really stop me to get better results, or I can be the better version of I can be the best version of myself, because uh, that time I think everything what life throws at me, it felt like they are just trying to stop me, but in reality, I always pushed that away, and just kept going. So after that, 2023, um, I went to the job like I was working in a 12-hour night shift as a receptionist. Um, I just So I still working 12-hour night shifts. I went to work like 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. I got home 6:30. I slept about 4 or 5 hours max. I went to the gym. I made my meals, and again I went to work. So basically, at that time my life was like Matrix. I just uh, went to work out, and I didn't have time to anything else, because at that time I was wondering maybe I can start social media, but I didn't have the confidence also at that time, because I felt my physique is maybe not enough to post, or there are guys have way more have way better physique than me, and I just didn't have the confidence to post my physique. But if I can just repeat the time, I would post, because I I I think I had a great potential. So basically, also I can go back to the mindset, because without the right mindset, you can't. So after that, I was working in a 9 to 5 physical job in a warehouse. It's 2023, 2024, so it was last year. Um, I also didn't have that much time to work out. Even like I think I had 1 hour per day to work out, but I still went to the gym, because at that time, if I had a job, my main priority is always my physique and myself, because I thought always I want to improve, I want to achieve my best version of myself. So basically, at that time also went to the dirty bulk, not because because at that time, and also in the past years where I gained a lot of fat, I thought if I ate more, I will build more muscle. But in reality, of course, I build muscle, but I gained a lot of fat. So basically that time where I cut down to 90 kilos, in this picture I was 103 kilos, so basically 13 kilos of fat difference, and only 3 months. So because at that time, and also when I working as a receptionist, I was very strict with my diet. Of course, when I bulked up this far, I ate like 5,000 calories. But when I got to the stage where I have to cut down all of the fat I gained, I was very strict with my diet. I was never cheat on my diet, because also the main priority for me is like, if I made a mistake like dirty bulk, I have to get to that level uh, when I am in my best shape of my life. So that was my always priorities to, if I made a mistake, I have to correct that and go on. So always it comes to then to my mindset, I think, because I was never blame myself to, oh, maybe if I can't lose that fat, or I never find excuses to why can I do that. I always made a mistake. Okay, how can I correct that? I went on a cut, and I just did it what it takes. So for me, it's always like to find a routine what can fit my current lifestyle. So when I was working 12 hours a day, I also find a routine because I wanted to find. So the main thing is like, if you are really serious about your goals, you will always find a solution to um, get your goals in. So basically that's what happens also with me. And this year 2025, I started going to modeling shoots and everything. And I also want to present you like, this was me when I was in Croatia. I also managed to I was also managed to maintain my physique during my vacation, because I figured it out how my body works, and I also created a routine also with the diet and also with the training, what can helps me to maintain that physique. Also, if I'm my schedule is very busy or I'm on a vacation. So the main thing is, nothing really can stop you, just your excuses. So you have to always find a solution, because like I did in the past, I never felt myself special. That's why I didn't post online, because in these photos I think I could start social media, like I said. But yeah, this is my main problem in the past, because I didn't have the confidence, even I reach the physique, because in my mind I always felt like I could do even more. So basically like a non-stop grinding in my mind. And that's why I didn't post anything just from this year. So I just started posting like January, or maybe end of the last year. So yeah, what I'm about to show you is like, it's all comes to one thing. It's like discipline, because without discipline, of course it sounds like cliche, but at that point when I was very skinny, I always had my vision in my mind. I can I can build a physique naturally, because I never used any steroids, because I always was curious about what my body can achieve in natural ways. So that's why I didn't take any steroids. I got a lot of bullies about that, because people say I use, but I promise I didn't. So the main thing is, it all comes to discipline, because if you see every photos when I get injuries, I also went to the gym. I never find excuses to maybe skip to the gym, because I always have high goals in my life, also with this physique, to get the level where I am proud of myself at the end of the day. So So yeah, it's more likely discipline at the moment, and it's discipline. It's more likely comes to mindset, because you have to get the right mindset in order to um, prioritize things. So one of the first thing what can hold you back in order to accomplish bigger goals in your life is your self-limiting beliefs, because if you have thoughts, for example, what based on the past, like when I was skinny, and I always would feel myself I can reach my goals because I don't have the genetics. I can't reach my goals because yeah, you will always find excuses to not do anything about your current situation, and that's why you feel stuck what you are right now. And what I'm gonna show you is how to overcome these situations, like create new beliefs like I did. Because when I was very skinny, the main thing is I just created new beliefs from myself, like I can gain more muscle if I just work for that. So okay, it sounds like if that's easy, everyone would do that, but basically, if you are creating new beliefs from yourself, like you can build that business, you can build that physique in your mind. All the steps what you need to take is just start appearing. Because when I was very skinny and I wanted to build muscle and wanted to get a great physique, the feelings and the actions just comes to my mind, like okay, maybe if I'm skinny, I just what I want to do in order to reach my physique. I started searching, and I just focused on the things what I want to achieve. So if you have distractions, because uh, in the past there are people who are just wanting to talk me out about my goals, but if you have the vision in your mind, you can let the people talk you out there, because that's why you have to have big determinations of yourself. Because if you can believe in yourself, you can achieve that. Everything is possible at the end of the day. So if you are creating new beliefs and you start taking those actions what it takes to get your physique or build a business or everything great things in your life, you are just start acting as your higher self. So that would be the goal at the end of the day. Because you are, if you are start acting like your higher self, you would instantly get the opportunities where it will get you in the position where you are want to be in your life. Like that's why I put this picture, because when I started, I always dreamed about to get my physique. I always want, you know, that's everybody's dreams, like better physique, get get the get the physique, finally proud of myself. and 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 also what I wanna show you is that the other part of the mindset is you are because why you are not achieving your current goals is it can be because you are afraid of the failure. So maybe if I was overweight uh, or I was skinny, I could always feel like I wouldn't achieve my goal. Because that's why you don't take actions, because you are just operating with the current situation where you are right now. Like if I maybe just operating with that physique, like I also dirty booked, uh, and I didn't have the belief on myself I can achieve greater things, I wouldn't do any I wouldn't take any actions. So that's why you could feel stuck in the moment you are right now. Because you are just operating your current situation in, and it could be the biggest problem you can do. Because you have to imagine and you have to visualize where you want to be. And that's why like I said, when you can visualize it deeply, the opportunities and everything comes to you naturally because you are operate. That's why you are. Yeah, that's why I always say you are operating with your higher self. So how to overcome them? You have to learn. It's part of the process. Like you will make mistakes, like I did. Didn't need to. I it was never. So I didn't need to go on a dirty bulk in order to get more muscular. So also I made a lot of mistakes in the past, but you have to understand that these are all of the part of the journey, because the more mistakes you make, the more you learn. So also I didn't regret anything about my journey. If I just look at the photos, I could do things maybe better, but everything is great how it is, because I learn a lot from my journey. Also, I struggle with a lot because I didn't know how to train and how to do everything in order to accomplish my goals. But that's the process when you are searching for the things you need in order to accomplish your goals. So everything is part of the journey. That's why I'm saying you have to operate your higher self, because if you are create new beliefs and you accept you will make mistakes in the journey, you are just instantly operating with your higher self, and that's would be the goal. Because if you're operating with your higher self, even when you are in a bad position, it's not bad position, just put in a picture, like if you are skinny or overweight, like I was, because I was in both sides. I was skinny, I was overweight, so I knew how it felt like. So, but basically, I just want to tell you, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. So you just have to visualize your goals and take actions, because once you start visualizing your goals, you just instantly feel you instantly starting to feel uh, how it would be if you are in the position. But you have to understand that once you visualize it and once you start feeling those feelings, what it feels like in if you are get that position, you can instantly take actions, because it's not that hard. Everybody knows you have to follow a diet, follow a training split, what can fit your lifestyle. So you don't need to take hours in the gym in order to get the physique you want. You just have to routine what fits your lifestyle, and you have to adjust a few key habits, because at the end of the day, of course, discipline is the most important thing, but you have to be consistent, because there will be days when you have when would you anything else rather than going to the gym, or you don't feel like you want to work out. I have I had days where I felt the same, but if you rely on the feeling, uh, you won't have just one day like you feel. Uh, your everydays feel like that, because like after the work, like you will be tired or exhausted. You just feel like, oh, maybe I skip this day, and you will skip another day. So that's why you should take actions. If you don't feel like want to go to the gym, you have to uh, determine, and you have to make a compromise with yourself. So that's why you should have to visualize your goals, and that's why you have to uh, get the position. You have to remind yourself why you started, like like I did. So there will be point in your life when you feel like you don't want to go, and you won't be motivated, but you can't rely on those feelings, because at the end of the day, um, the one thing that matters is discipline, of course. Be consistent with yourself, and if you add these things up, of course you get the desired results as you want. So of course it's a long journey, because it's not that easy to just be consistent and be disciplined, but that's why you have to accept these things. Like I said, you have to accept you will make mistakes, but you have to understand you will learn from that, and also try to get why you don't start now, because probably it's your self-limiting beliefs, or you're afraid of failure. So that's what I'm trying to say is like, in every time have a solution for everything, because if you're skinny, if you're overweight, if you have injuries, or so every situation have, and every problem has a solution. You just have to get your mindset on the level, or at the point when you feel like no matter what I will find a solution. So this mindset will leads you to order to get your goals, no matter life throws at you. So that will be the point. What I want to say is, so basically, if you feel like you're currently in a situation when you feel stuck, maybe it can be lack of motivation, or you just don't know how to start, because also I was all these situations like I didn't know how to start, or so that's why usually I currently I want to help people, because I know how it feels when you don't know how to start, don't know what to eat, don't know how to work out, and don't know what you should do in order to get your goals. So if you feel like you are in a similar situation, just drop a message on Instagram. I will put it in the description below this video. And if you feel like you want to start to accomplish your goals, or get inspired, or want to get in shape, just book a call. I will also put in the link in the description. And just have a good day, and thank you for the watching.